guys, today we have a full day of reading. We thought we would do a cozy fall reading vlog because we've done a lot of book shopping recently and not a lot of reading. So today we're gonna make up for that and we're gonna get some books under our belt for the month.
We have the weekend free, so we thought what better time than right now. It's like the end of September already, and in 2 weeks it's October, so we're ready to just get cozy, read our books, have some snacks, just have a good day reading.
So I bought a couple different books with me today, but I think I'm gonna start off with What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. I actually picked up this book I think in January of this year and I haven't read it yet, but I really want to, so I think it's gonna be the perfect one to start with. It's a mystery thriller I've heard great things about. I think starting off with a mystery though is gonna get me into the cozy mood, so I can't wait to see what this entails.
One I've been wanting to get to for so long is Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. I don't know why this just is feeling like a fall book to me. I know it's a college sports romance. I know there's a little bit of a love triangle going on in there, and I know there's some friends to lovers, so something about this is just feeling like I need to read it right now. So these are the two books we're going to start with. We're going to try and get as much done as we can today. Hopefully we can get to a second book today as well, but I'm so ready to get some books locked in.
We're gonna start reading. We will update you guys when we know a little bit more about our books.
So we know a lot more about our books now. In my book, we're introduced to 5 friends who have grown up together, so they're really close. They're basically like family. And we're following Ari, and she has had a crush on her brother's best friend since like forever. And she's decided that this year is going to be the year that she's going to do something about it. She's going to pursue her feelings and see whatever's going to happen is going to happen. That's pretty much what's happening right now, but honestly, every time I read little moments of Ari and Chase, who is the brother's best friend that she has a crush on, I just don't like feel anything for them. It just kind of feels a little bit forced to me, and I don't know if this is gonna make any sense, but I don't feel like completely connected with these characters. I feel as if I'm the new girl in this friend group. I understand who everyone is, I understand all of their connections, but there's like a little disconnect. And it could be because this is a second book in the series, but a lot of people did say I could go into it without reading that first book. I'm thinking that disconnect is because of that, so that's on me. Something else that's really weird with this book so far, when each chapter starts, we see this couple on here, and I don't know who that's supposed to be because these are like grown people, and our characters are definitely like 18, 19.
I bet that was the original cover of the books.
Maybe, because I don't know who this is supposed to be, but I don't love that. I'm hoping that I eventually will feel a stronger connection to these characters, and I really do think I just feel that way because I just threw myself into this series thinking that I was gonna feel connected, but it's okay. I'm hoping it'll get a little bit better after this.
I didn't really realize how quick this book was gonna read, but it's only slightly over 300 pages, so it's going by super quick. We know a lot already. Let me just start by saying the opening of this book was freaking fantastic. It was one of those that just hooked me from the first page, so that was promising. Basically, as soon as you start the book, we learn about an event that happened 20 years ago. 3 little girls had went into the woods, 2 of them came out unharmed, and then 1 of them came out barely alive. The 3 girls identified the attacker, so he was sent to prison. In present day, we are following Naomi. She was the one who was attacked and almost stabbed to death when she was 11. She ends up getting a call letting her know that the attacker has just died in prison, so she ends up going back home to reunite with those 2 girls that it happened with. The only thing is the girls have been keeping a secret all these years, and one of the girls wants to come clean. However, when she ends up missing, things just start spiraling out of control. A lot has already happened, even though I'm only about a third way into the book, but let me just say it's gone so good. Like, the storytelling is so well done. I like the characters. I'm into the mystery. I want to know what happened. There's a reporter that shows up, people are popping up, secrets are being spilled. I'm just so into it. I can't wait to see where it goes. It started so well though that I'm hoping it can maintain this pacing, because a lot of times I'll like the beginning of mystery thrillers and then they'll kind of fizzle out for me, so we'll see what happens, but I am really liking it.
Okay, so it sounds like our books are going pretty well so far, so we're just going to continue on reading and update you guys in a little bit.
back again. We've been reading for a little bit. We're basically, I guess we're at different points. I'm 2/3 into my book. My book is shorter though, so you might be a little less into yours, but how is yours going?
I'm actually enjoying it a lot more now. So we got introduced to Noah Riley, and thank gosh, because I was so over Chase, but Noah Riley is the quarterback for the college that all of the besties go to. And of course, all of the boys in the besties group like play college football with him, so Ari got to form a really cute connection with him. And of course, once Ari started paying attention to Noah, that made Chase start being like, hey, what's going on? And that is just hilarious to me.
Like, you only want me when I want someone else?
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
So he didn't want to mess up his relationship with the brother, so it wasn't worth it to him. But now you're mad. Anyway, so far I really do love Noah though. He's such a man. Like, he's not like a child, he's not a little boy. He adores Ari, and he respects that she had this crush on Chase. He respects it, he sees it, he knows it, and he's not like making her feel bad about it. Like, he knows this was your childhood crush, but things didn't work out, and that's okay. So he's just waiting for her to get over it respectfully, and I just love that. There was a moment in here that really solidified it for me, that made me like, I am 100% Team Noah. There was a really scary instance on one of the football games where something really scary happened to Ari's brother, and Noah goes out of his way to like make sure that he can go into the little camera, the little TV camera, and like give her a thumbs up, like he's gonna be okay, he's fine, don't worry. How come none of the other boys could do that, you know? Like, you know she's there freaking out. I'm about to cry, but he like made a point to make sure that she knows he's fine. So that moment was definitely what made me really love Noah, and I'm pretty sure that was also the moment that Ari started to realize like, okay, wait, this is a good man right here. And I just really like them together. They have such a cute relationship, and it was actually friends to lovers, and I don't really love reading about that, but this has been done very well. I know something really sad does happen in this book, and I'm a good chunk of the way in and nothing really sad has happened yet, so I'm actually terrified to see what is about to go down.
I'm glad you're liking it more than the first update.
Me too.
Mine's still going strong. A lot is happening in the story. I don't want to go too much in detail because I don't want to spoil the plot for anyone who wants to read it. So I'll kind of just try to keep things vague. Naomi is trying to figure out a mystery within a mystery, basically. She's starting to wonder, is what happened all those years ago exactly how we remembered it? I mentioned him briefly in the last update, but basically there's a reporter who comes snooping around, so Naomi ends up kind of partnering with him. They're kind of trying to uncover things. That's all I really want to say without spoiling anything, but it's just going so good. Know that I still love the writing, the mystery is still good, the storytelling's excellent. I do like the characters. So now I'm just hoping that the ending comes through, because I'm sick and tired of mystery thrillers that have such crap endings, or endings that I can predict, because it just ruins the entire book for me. So I'm hoping the ending is great.
It's still pretty early on in the day, so we think we can power through, just finish these books, and hopefully start some new ones right after this. So we're just gonna continue on reading and update you guys when we're done. Our first books, and mine went very well. Thank gosh, because you guys know that first update I wasn't too connected, but I ended up being really into these characters, and the sad part definitely hit, and I just wasn't prepared. I had an idea before I even started this book. I told you what I thought was gonna happen, and I was wrong. That wasn't even what happened. So I was like completely caught off guard. I obviously don't want to spoil what did happen, but just know it was really good. It was seriously an emotional roller coaster for me. I was seriously in complete shock. Mouth open. What the heck is going on right now? Shock. can't stop reading, don't talk to me, I'm locked in, you know? So yes, I definitely enjoyed that second half way more than the first half. And then also at the end of the book, I did read Megan Brandy's author's note, and she did say this book took her a really long time. So I kind of feel like I could see her growth in writing from the beginning to the end. So that was really cool. This is definitely a 4-star read for me, and I highly recommend. Just know that second half is going to be way better than the first half, but I'm so glad I finally read this.
Okay, I'm so glad you liked yours. I ended up giving mine a 4 as well. Maybe a 4.25, 4.5 if I'm getting a little crazy, but I really enjoyed the ending of this book. I personally could not predict the ending. There was lots of twists and turns. I truly think this is one of my favorite mysteries that I've read thus far, which I guess I haven't read too many yet, but this one's gonna take the top spot. I'm honestly just mad it took me this long to read it. I should have read it as soon as I got it. I could have started the year off right, but that's okay. I'm ending it right. I really enjoyed it all the way through. One of those books that just is so solid and entertaining from start to finish. So I appreciate it for that. I really liked it. Short read. I ended up finishing this a little bit before Amanda, so I did start my second book today. I'm not finishing it today, but I started Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. I know that I originally for this month was either gonna read Hunting Adeline or Corrupt, like I had 2 dark romances. I already read Hunting and I wanted to read Corrupt, so I started it, and you guys, this book is a lot already. I'm kind of into it. Penelope Douglas just knows how to do it. Every book that I've read by them so far has just surprised me. I know there's multiple books in this series. I haven't read enough yet to give you like a full synopsis yet, so I'm gonna wait until tomorrow, but just know that Penelope Douglas knows how to do it. I'm already very intrigued. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I do know this is a boyfriend's brother trope, which is insane. It seems promising just from the opening. We'll see where it goes. Pretty much we're done for today. It's late. We already had dinner. I'm glad we both liked our first books. We probably will just pick it up tomorrow whenever we wake up, but this has me excited to like go to sleep and wake up so I can keep reading.
I have no idea what I'm gonna read tomorrow. I'm just gonna pick whatever I feel like will put me in that good fall spooky mood. So, but yeah, I'm done reading today. I feel like I'm in a little book hangover right now and I need to just rest my eyes. So we're just gonna stop here and we'll see you guys in the morning. The next day, it's morning, and there's definitely a little bit of overcast today, so it's just making me really excited to read today. I have started my second book already. It is House of Hollow, and a lot of you guys were saying this is such a great YA horror book. I'm definitely getting that vibe already. This is one of those where you have to like focus on what is happening. It's unlike anything I've read before. We're following Iris and her sisters, and they're very strange girls. A long time ago when they were children, they actually went missing, and then they came back. They have no memory of what happened to them, but they're now bonded in a way that can't even really be explained. As they've gotten older, they begin to notice that they have certain powers to where they're just like so beautiful that they can pretty much compel people into doing whatever they want.
Just pretty privilege.
Just pretty privilege, but to the extreme. So now the older sister, Gray, has gone missing, and they can't feel her presence like they normally can. But there's also like this really strange man following them around, and it's just really creepy, and he like wears this like scary fool's face mask thing, but I think that's because he's not like real. I think he's dead and he's like following them.
God.
He just like represents death. Death is just out to get them. It's really just a lot going on, but it is really good.
That sounds good. I gotta read it this fall then.
You should read it so we can talk about it.
Is it spooky?
It is kind of spooky. It's definitely like YA spooky.
Yeah. It's still spooky
to
me. So I read a little bit more of Corrupt this morning. It's just so good. Like, it's not, but it is, and I'll try to explain myself. But basically, last night when I had barely given you an update, I had only really read the first chapter, so chapter 2 this morning was perfect. It was everything. We are following a girl named Erica. She does have a little bit of a troubled home life. Her father has passed away a couple years ago, and ever since then, her mother has pretty much checked out. So Erica is a little bit of a loner. It's one of those situations where she grows up really close to this other family. That family does have a kid named Trevor, and him and Erica are the same age. So ever since they were really little, their parents have tried to push them together and plan their future together, even though Erica has always been infatuated with his older brother Michael. And this is what I was wondering, because going into it, knowing it was going to be a boyfriend's older brother, I didn't know what that was going to entail. She doesn't seem to necessarily be all into it with Trevor in the first place, and at the start of this book they have already broken up. So I like that. There is no like cheating trope or anything like that. It's very clear that she's always been for Michael. It's giving Belly and Conrad. Everything comes back around to the summer I turned pretty. The difference though, where it's not the same, is Michael does not really like Erica. He's never given her the time of day. He's always been kind of cold shoulder and like mean to her.
Love him.
I know. He barely acknowledges her. So it's kind of hard. There's like a 3-year difference, not too bad, but we are following 2 timelines in the book. The first one is in the past when she's in high school, and it's taking place this one night they call Devil's Night, which is the night before Halloween. So Michael has 3 friends that are notorious in this school. They are the top star basketball players. Everyone loves them. And then on the side, they are called the 4 Horsemen. People call them the 4 Horsemen. They wear masks, so technically you're not supposed to know their identity, but everyone knows it's them. And they just have a reputation for going around town and messing up stuff on Devil's Night. So in one timeline, we're following that night because something ends up happening, and I'm pretty sure Erica is the reason 3 of them get sent to jail. Fast forward 3 years from then, our other timeline is in the present, and they have just gotten out of prison and they want revenge. So that's kind of what is happening. It's a lot going on, but it is good already. I can see why the audience is split half and half with this book. I think I'm just a Penelope Douglas gal though, because I have loved every book I've read by Penelope Douglas so far. I don't know how I feel about the guys yet, but I do like Michael.
So that's pretty much all we read this morning. We have a good understanding of what's going on in our books right now, so we're just gonna keep reading and update you guys in a little bit. Reading a lot more of our books. I don't even know what's happening in mine. Like, I understand what's happening. It's just like so much is happening. The older sister Gray had gone missing. We're just following the 2 sisters trying to figure out where she went and what has happened to their older sister. They're trying to connect her going missing to what has happened to them a long time ago when they did go missing and then they came back with no memory of what happened to them. They're kind of thinking maybe that happened to their older sister again. This honestly was probably the worst book I could pick for this reading vlog. You're about to read this book, so I don't want to like say too much. This was not the right pick for right now, but it's going good and it's really fun seeing them have these powers, but they're also like very different. Gray was the crazy older one. The younger sister would tell her like, how are you not scared to like go out at night by yourself? And she's like, I'm what is so scary about the night, so I'm not worried about it. And then the younger sister, she's so sweet. She's just trying to get through high school. And then the middle one, she's like in a band, crazy rocker girl. It's fun to see how different they all are. I want to know what happened to them when they were little. This was a short book, so I'm about to get all the answers soon.
It sounds good.
It's good.
I can't wait to read it. I'm probably gonna read it next month, but yeah, don't tell me much more. My book is going good as well. I mean, if I knew I was into it in the first chapter, I knew I was gonna love the whole book. Right now, I think things are about to go down. So Erica just moved away from home and she was very excited to like start fresh, have a new school, like a new place. But of course, the apartment she ends up living in, Michael lives in. He lives in the penthouse up top. She ends up going to class and then 2 of the horsemen are there like bothering her in class. So like they're kind of just following her around. They have hatched this revenge plan that has a bunch of different steps, and this is like the last phase of the revenge plan. So everything's about to happen, everything's about to go down. I hope we're gonna get a lot of answers, but they are dead set on making this girl pay. They're like, you took 3 years of our life, we spent it in prison, we were supposed to be out in college, and like I'm gonna get my revenge on you. And that makes me really sad because seeing their relationships 3 years ago, I felt like that could have been such a strong friend group, and they were finally starting to accept her and she felt like she had a place that she belonged, and something happened to ruin it all. Everything's about to go down. I'm excited to see what happens.
Okay, well, it sounds like our books are going really good. We're just gonna keep on reading. I know we can knock these books out today. We're just gonna finish them and then come back and update you guys when we're done. So we have 5 finally finished our books. This was really good. It was definitely perfect for spooky season. There was some things that they revealed that I did guess early on, but that was okay because they hit me with even more stuff that I didn't see coming. I thought everything wrapped up really well in the end. It was just really shocking to see how much I connected with these characters in such a short little time. Like, this was a short book, but I really cared about the girls. You finally get to hear about what happened to them when they were children. That was insane. That was a whole journey for me to read. My mind couldn't even comprehend what was being told to me. Like, I had to reread a few times. It was just something else. This is a whole other genre in itself. It was definitely very good. I highly recommend. I am going to give it a 4-star. I'm pleasantly surprised, honestly. I kind of didn't think I was going to like this one, but I really ended up enjoying it. So I'll definitely be reading more by Crystal Sutherland.
I'm so glad it ended up being good. This book was perfection. It hit. I didn't think I was gonna love it as much as I did, and it just gave me every single thing that I needed. I was eating up the banter, the longing, the thrills, the boys, the story, everything. I just devoured. It was fantastic in my opinion. Do I have a track record for liking trashier books though? Yes. So take that into account when you are listening to my review, but just know that I had a great time with this. I really like the way that the author wrote the boys, because a lot of times I didn't know myself how far they were willing to go. I was scared along with Erica because I didn't know where their morals lie or anything like that. I think that made it more interesting. I definitely need the next book in the series because it's going to be following one of the other boys, Kai, and I fell in love with him in this book, so I'm going to need to pick up his to read about his romance. I think there was a bit of a missed opportunity here because it could have been reverse harem. If this would have been a wide shoes, it would have been 10 times better, but I get it. There's other books in the series for the other boys, so I am gonna read them, but just feel like it's a missed opportunity there. I would have loved to read a 2-book duet of this couple. If book 1 would have been them in the past, them growing up together, him like ignoring her, but there still being little moments, I would have ate that up and I would have been fine reading that as a full book, and then this being like everything that took place in the present timeline. Kind of upset that we didn't get more of them back in the day, but it's okay. Everything worked out. I do think I'm gonna give it a 4-star. It deserves it. I don't think it necessarily needs anything higher than that from me. Every time I read a Penelope Douglas book, I never have high hopes, but I should. And I think going forward I will, because are they sometimes trashy and questionable? Yes, but I've loved all of them. So I'm into it. I'm glad I read it. I'm gonna need the next book ASAP.
It's pretty much already the end of September, so we just wanted to read some more. It's always so fun to just take a few days and really focus on reading. I feel so much better now.
I think today was perfect. I'm definitely more into the fall mood than I was already. And I was already in it, but I'm excited to keep reading our fall books for the rest of the month. That's pretty much it for today's video though. If you're not already a part of our Literal Besties book club, make sure to join. We are about to put the poll out for October. We're gonna have a genre poll out, and then once you guys vote on a genre, we will have a book poll out. So keep an eye out for that. We also wanted to take a second and thank you guys for 9K subscribers. I honestly can't believe that. Thank you so much to anyone who's ever watched our videos, subscribed, liked, anything. We love the book community so much. We love the channel. We love making videos for you guys. It's crazy to us that people watch our videos.
I know. It doesn't even feel real, honestly.
It doesn't. Anytime we have the reading sprints, I'm like, whoa, real people are watching us, and it's insane, but we love getting to know you guys. So we just wanted to say thank you. We were supposed to say it yesterday at the start of the video and we completely forgot, but we wanted to say it now, so thank you so much. Also, thank you for watching. That's gonna be it, and we will see you guys next time.
So we're just gonna continue on reading and update you guys when we feel like it.
So I'm hoping the ending is great. Everything so far has been great.
Okay, great.
This is such a cute sweater. Thank you,
That
Kohl's.
is.
It's like $3 at Kohl's.
Wow.
I'm telling you, and it's thick. It's good.
I also would like to just point out that I can't stand Chase. He is up there with Ben from November 9 for me. And also that I really did love that Megan Brandy said, Noah Riley is not a book boyfriend. She said that man is a book husband, and that is 100% correct.